Good morning, Wildcats, and happy Friday morning to you. So we made it through our first week of hybrid learning with our students coming in person and then our other students remaining on distance learning. We just want to say a big thank you to our parents and students that made our in-person a success in following all the protocols. So thank you, students and parents. And then we want to say a huge thank you to our teachers and staff for making sure that the campus was ready and providing an enriching experience for all of our students and learning environment. So big thank you again to our parents and our students, and a big thank you to staff and teachers. And with that, let's go ahead and get started with our announcements by remembering what it means to be a Weaver Wildcat and live the Weaver Way. So make sure that you continue to live the Weaver Way and exhibit the Weaver Way in all that you do. So make sure you continue to work responsibly, have that excellent behavior, that attitude of achievement. The next two, the value everyone and exhibiting respect, I really saw in our answers for the question of the day yesterday. And then I'll talk more about that later in the announcements. And then make sure that you are ready to learn. Also, very important during this time, as numbers continue to go down, let's make sure that we all continue to do our part. So make sure you're washing your hands frequently and often. You're practicing that good respiratory hygiene. You avoid touching your face, especially those areas around your eyes, nose, and mouth. When you are out, make sure that you are maintaining that social distance and continue to wear your face covering. And then if you are feeling sick, make sure that you do stay home to take that time to get better so that you're not getting others sick as well. And then just our reminders for distance learning to have success. Make sure you are checking your school Gmail account every day and multiple times throughout the day. So your line of communication directly with your teachers and with other Weaver staff. Make sure you're checking into your Google Classrooms every day and completing your assignments. Make sure you're checking into your daily class meetings and following the correct day schedule. Okay? So if you are in person, if you're distance, all students should be logged into their classes every afternoon. Make sure you're watching the daily announcements and answering those questions of the day so we can build that community with one another. And then make sure you're taking those frequent brain breaks and moving around and getting that blood flowing back through your body. Now, just some reminders for distance learning. Remember, these came from students directly. Just make sure that you're following these reminders. See which ones will help you. I really like the idea of checking in with friends and help holding each other accountable. So make sure to take some of those tips and tricks because they will help you be a better student during distance learning. Now, today is Friday, so all grades are on the same schedule. So from 8:35 to 9:35, you're going to check in virtually. All students will remain on virtual and distance learning on Fridays. So you will check into your homeroom from 8:35 to 9:35. Your teachers will have office hours to offer additional support from 9:35 to 11:30. Then from lunch, after lunch, make sure that you are completing your Reading Plus for the week. Make sure that you've worked on completing your assignments for the week, and then you have your homeroom plan of action completed for next week. Our question of the day from yesterday, again, with some of these answers, the Weaver Way really shined through with the way that our students think about others in this world. This is the representation of the majority of the answers. Now, we had the fun answers, like everyone would have to eat ice cream because they like sweets. Everyone would have to watch anime because they enjoy anime. But there's a lot more answers that if they were a ruler, that they would be able to build homes so there was no more homelessness. The first rule is everyone would have to share food so there was no more hunger. That everyone would be accepted for who they are and there wouldn't be any more fighting or violence. So I couldn't have been more proud of the answers that our Weaver Wildcats offered. So make sure to continue to exhibit the Weaver Way. I was very proud of those answers yesterday. Keep up the great job, Wildcats. And let's not forget that it was Wildcat Wednesday this week, which was Mismatch Day. And so you should have seen that video at the very beginning. Let's not forget, and let's step it up for next week for Mario Day on Wednesday. That would be Mario of the Super Mario Brothers. Make sure to wear your favorite video game attire. or dress as your favorite video game character. And again, that's coming up next Wednesday. And our question of the day today, this is a fun one. If you could have one song play every time you entered a room, what would it be and why? Let's try to keep this school appropriate, please, when we're answering our question of the day at the bottom or at the link that's in our email. But what would your song play every time you entered a room? Mine would be, I'm going to share mine with you today. Mine would be NELLY from his Sweatsuit album, and it would be Heart of a Champion. So check that out if you have some time, but that would be my song. So make sure to answer that question of the day, the link at the bottom of this video, or the link that is in your school email. Again, school appropriate, please. Oh, and how about our joke of the day? I'm not sure if you guys heard, but on the news, there was a man who was addicted to the hokey pokey. But don't worry. Turns out he's okay. He turned himself around. Alrighty, Wildcats. That's our joke of the day. That's our announcements for this Friday. I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Get some rest, and let's get ready to do it again on Monday, and let's make sure that we're even better. All right, Wildcats, remember, each one of you is great. Just allow yourselves to be. Have a great weekend.